What's going on, YouTube? This is Jim Afanis, aka vypermajik, and today I want to talk to you about the Bungie weekly update for April 9th, 2015. Now, the folks at Bungie promised that the next expansion is going to be coming out very soon, and they alluded to the fact that we may actually get to see a tweet in the next day or two with more details. But for now, there's still some substantial changes that they're going to be implementing soon, and I wanted to run through them with you because they impact the Crucible, which is my proving grounds. I love the Crucible. So anything that happens with the Crucible, I am hyper focused on. What they want to talk about in particular is both heavy ammo and special ammo, and that's what the focus of the Bungie news is about this week. They mentioned that they feel that special ammo needs to be a more precious resource, and that it is being used too much. They want people to focus more on their primary gun, which they feel will incite more teamwork. So they're going to nerf how special ammo and how heavy ammo is in the game. Now, we don't have specific details yet on the site. The real meat of the minutes say editor's note coming soon. So we don't have exact details, but I can tell you what it says and we can read between the lines. What they said is that they want special and heavy ammo both to spawn less frequently. So focusing just on special ammo first, they feel there are too many people who are just shotgun crazy. And I am guilty of that. I love using my shotgun. I actually use my shotgun as a primary. And I do have the universal remote exotic weapon, which gives you a shotgun in your primary slot. But when I get to use my secret weapon, or my secret handshake shotgun with the shot package and hammer forge, I love just walking around with iron sights and I'm just mowing people down, and I love it. Unfortunately, it sounds like they don't want me to do that anymore, and they want people to rely more on their primary weapon. So what they're going to do is they're going to change how how special ammo drops. According to them, special ammo will drop less frequently and it will take longer to pick up. In addition, there will be less loot crates available on each map, and each brick that you do find will contain less ammo than before. That sucks. I don't like that at all. If you're going to let me get close enough to you with my shotgun, you need to pay the price. And I'll tell you that if I can position myself in a situation where I can get up close, I shouldn't be penalized because I'm close and I want to use my shotgun over my primary. And there have been maps where we've all been in ruts where we're just a second too late to those special ammo boxes, and our favorite special weapon, whatever it may be, just sits idly on the shelf. Now, I spent a long time leveling up my shotguns, and I have many, and I love them all for very different reasons. So for me not to be able to use them and to spawn in with ammo and to be ready to go, that worries me a lot. Now, they haven't come out and said that you won't have ammo on spawn. We don't know. But it doesn't sound good. It sounds like they're going to take that away. And because I've spent so long, I feel as if I'm being cheated. And this does contradict something they talk about a little bit later on in terms of helmets and showing off your exotic and legendary and epic pieces of gear. So basically, they're going to force you to stick to your primary ammo more. Heavy ammo is going to spawn the same way. It's going to be affected in the same capacity. They're saying that the timer is going to increase more, so when the announcer says that heavy ammo inbound, you're going to get a little bit longer time to run over to there. They're also going to change the radius at which heavy ammo is picked up. So how many times have we been playing and we're running to the heavy ammo and we get there a couple seconds too late? Oops, no bullets for you. They said the radius at which you're active in the active zone where it considers you there has been increased significantly. I don't know what that measurement is. I'll have to play through it and try to figure it out. Maybe the patch notes, when they're detailed later, will give us a little bit better indication. However, this is going to be good because there's a lot of times where you can see the box, but you're just not close enough. I would almost prefer if they included some sort of line of sight, so if you can see it, that would be good enough. But again, without knowing the specific details at this point, I really can't say one way or another. In addition, heavy ammo is going to fall into the same capacity as everything else, with one new exception. There's a lot of people that like to game the system where they will get a heavy ammo drop, but they won't pick up the bullets next to it. And what they do is it allows them to kind of buff their supply a little bit. They're going to introduce a despawn timer, so now heavy ammo will actually just phase out of the map entirely. It didn't mention that explicitly with special ammo, but I tend to believe that would be the same case. So in other words, when you find heavy ammo, they're going to want you to pick it up, and obviously when you die, it's gone. So it's a risk-reward system as to when you make a lunge for it and when you don't. You couple this with the changes that they made a little while ago where heavy ammo can't be dropped on death and picked up by enemy team members, and I think you're going to see heavy ammo crashes even more than you do now. Because now that the radius is increased, people aren't going to even wait for a second or two because they're going to feel like they can get it for their teammates who may or may not be in the area. And I think that's going to lead to a lot more heavy ammo camping than has been in the past. I think what would be nice if they really want to implement this new system, and this is just my suggestion, but add more spawn points for both heavy ammo and special ammo and change where they are. We can tell where all the special ammo drops are because they're always in the same place, and heavy ammo is always in the same place. But mix it up a little. Put the heavy ammo where the special is, put the special ammo where the heavy ammo is, if that's the goal they're trying to do. Now, I'm not a big fan of that. As I just mentioned, I don't like that they're taking things away from me. My Song of Your Youth, which I've been leveling now for about 3 weeks trying to get the right materials for this thing, is going to get even farther put on the shelf because ammo is going to get even harder to find. So Crucible is going to be the primary weapon show. And I know that they feel that that's going to incite more teammate working together, more team interaction, because you're all going to be just using your dinky little pistols with each other. But I don't know. I don't think this is going to work out the way they think it will. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't like it. I mentioned previously a little bit of contradictory. They're actually going to allow you to wear your helmet in the tower. They call them social areas, which isn't writing on the wall for the new reef zone. I don't know what is, but now you're going to have the option to toggle if you want to wear your helmet or not when you're inside the tower, and I think that's a simple change. A lot of MMOs have that where you can just have your helmet on or not at all times. Since this game's in first-person mode, that really doesn't matter, but when you're in the third-person view, it is nice to either see your helmet or not see your helmet, so that's a welcome addition to the game. In addition, they're also going to be adding a lock button to every piece of gear in the game. I'm sorry, just it looks like just Legendary and Exotic, just reading through the notes. It's going to be a little tiny lock next to the name, and if you click the lock, there's no way you can dismantle it, which I think is great, because I think we've all dismantled something by accident more than once, and it's frustrating, especially when it's fully loaded out gear, and it's got all the shards and the helium filaments or whatever the material is loaded into the piece of gear, and you dismantle it and you're just like, oh god. Now if they would give us the option to just roll back one dismantle, that would be great, but a lock is a great implementation as well, and it's going to be a welcome addition to this game because I know we've all done that at one time or another. So that's the patch notes for this week. I think we're all kind of expecting the big DLC announcement soon, but for now, most focus is on the Crucible. What I'm curious is to hear back from you guys. Do you guys think these are nice changes? Is it too soon to tell? I mean, without the detailed notes and the actual experience, I think most players, like myself, are going to have the knee-jerk reaction of saying, hey, wait a minute, I don't want you to take away stuff from me. I like it the way it is. I can't honestly say that Crucible is broken right now, so why such a drastic change and why such an implementation, I don't know. If people don't want to play, if they want to make Crucible more, everybody uses their primary ammo or primary weapons, this is a great way to do it. However, I urge the developers to think about this in the capacity of every weapon has its story. You want to show off your weapons, you want to explain what they're, you want to have a feeling of connection with your weapons, and you're going to put me in Crucible and you're going to take away a lot of the weapons that I've worked hard to get, and I don't know if I like that. But am I off base? I want to hear back from you guys, so let me know what you think. As always, please do me a favor, comment, rate, subscribe. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in a potentially nerfed Crucible on the other side.